Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War, Carthage Campaign, episode the 121st with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had seen off a major Julii counterattack at Segesta and drove off a very large force of urban cohort. However, we did lose Alicia through rebellion, and now we are holding it back under ransom and to siege in order to prevent the enemy from rising up and stopping me from, well, stopping me. Basically, we're going to hold that town to ransom. I'm not really interested in fighting a siege, whether Julii may say otherwise. And also, in terms of other things going on, we are trying to escape Carthage and prepare ourselves for a possible Scipii attack on Corrales, because it took us way too long to do with the Brutii because my navy is incompetent and annoying. Which is exactly what happened because, yeah, my navy was just being really stupid. However, we are trying to steady the boat over there, no pun intended. And, yeah, really, we're just trying to plug along and try and wipe out the Julii and commence our invasion of Sicily. We are still keeping an eye on the Egyptians. We have spies planted in Siwa now. And I'm sending an assassin to do what he can just to keep things disrupted over there, in order to prevent a full-on invasion, which could happen. There are a few armies here, but so far they don't seem very interested in advancing towards me, but we shall keep our eye on them, and we shall keep Leptis Magna ready. Now, we are near enough at the end of this turn, however, we do have one battle to fight before we do it, so this could be today's little warm-up. We are going to take out Captain Hannibal with my small force here, and then we shall have this army head back to continue providing defences at Leptis Magna. But for now, Captain Hannibal, consider yourself dead. Or at least he's going to run away, but at least he's giving me my watchtower back, because I couldn't see shit.
Victory!
Okay, we can't actually make it to him this turn, so we'll warm up with that battle later. What we do know about Captain Hannibal, though, is it's just all Iberian infantry, some skirmishers and round shield cavalry, and what I'm bringing should be more than enough to wipe him out, so yeah. However, Admentus is a famous victor now, but he hasn't quite become Mr. Victor or the Conqueror. Caelius is our Conqueror for now, but for now, actually Yutpan hasn't become... Why? Oh, Agirus, man. I don't know why I was calling you Yutpan Haedus earlier. I apologise, Agirus Kosmainika. But he is also a victor now, but yeah, don't see why he hasn't got a title yet. I feel like he should have one. Oh, by the way, repair those walls. That should probably really happen this turn, shouldn't it? But then again, it happens anyway, doesn't it? Either way, we're going to proceed to the next turn now and see that things happen. But you know what, actually, just in case, just put those walls there. Right, let us proceed. Our additional troops have arrived, by the way. For now, they may just camp outside the city. Okay, so the Julii haven't done anything against me as it stands. The Lillibane remains riotous, but however, they have finally got it out of their system, which is what they were doing anyway, so that is brilliant. We'll retrain ourselves, and we're going to prepare to move out upon the next turn. We do have Captain Opius preparing to provide some sort of opposition, so go and wipe him out, please. Not that killing him is going to bring me much, but I can quickly sneak by Syracuse and have a quick look at that strength banner. Oh, fine, be a tease then. I just want to know if that town's weak, because I want to move out on the next turn and deal with this army, then begin laying siege to another town. But oh well, he died at least. That's always a bonus for us. Right, brilliant. What do we know about Captain Marcus? There's urban cohorts and Praetorians involved, so therefore we should take it seriously. However, please move over here, and alright. There's still a sizable garrison in Syracuse, but that can be dealt with. Anyway, what else must be dealt with this turn? Well, we have money. That's always good. And also up here, Captain Abscantus, you can initiate your attack as well. There we go. Just hold the siege. There we go. Right, 8 turns until we get that town back. Good. Right. Most advanced faction, by the way, has gone to ourselves because we are more advanced than those stupid Egyptians. Ferusa passed away. She was one of the many women in my family. I honestly have I have a complete inability to keep track of them. I apologise. Mutinus Abusus, by the way, gained a quartermaster, which has given him additional movement points, so that is good because we are trying to raise his army. By the way, no more peasants, for fuck's sake. More Sacred Band, please. We want Sacred Band. Carmian the Lewd gained a herbalist, which means, well, I think he's having enough sex at the minute, but whatever. He's also gained a Vetius Sornites. Well, he didn't get a Vetius Sornites, but Vetius Sornites himself gained a Priest of Milcat, which is always useful. Ahiram Buller gained a quartermaster and an armourer too. So all good is there. In terms of construction, Parma now has a dockyard, Tinky a secret police HQ. So let's have a quick look at Parma. New dockyard means we can probably start recruiting Quinqueremes there, so please get a new Quinquereme up and running as soon as possible, and also install public baths because I don't want a plague striking. Tingy's secret police HQ is now keeping the people in line, and that is fantastic for me. Begin working on elite cavalry stables, even though that is really wiping my money clean, but we need better elephants, so the more towns that are producing better elephants the better, because you never know, if there's a big Egyptian attack, then at least we're covered and ready. Also, Parma has recruited some additional Poenes, Lamonum some Iberians, Corduba some Sacred Band, Numantia some peasants, Oscar some long shields, Massilla some Poenes, Dimidi some Libyans, Lugdunum some Poenoenes. A lot of good stuff recruited at the minute, and there's still a lot of enemy navies here, there and everywhere, and the Scipii are literally imminently going to make landfall. Admiral Lapidus, we've got to stop this, so I want you to, well, no, all navies, I want you all camping around him. Right, there's no error for failure. Surround and kill. And if he escapes, then he is cheating. Right. Good.
We are supreme.
Did you enjoy that, by the way, Scipii? Your entire army just is now at the bottom of the sea. Get wrecked, dickhead, right. I'm sorry, I'm not being nice to them anymore. Right, one of you go and blockade Rome. And I know you're not in repair, but tough luck, because I can't merge you guys, because you guys are really bad at merging, because that just doesn't happen in this game. There we go, as you can see. Right, one of you head to Massilla for retraining. And, oh look, more Brutii. Right, well, your moves are depleted. You have moves. Now, there you go, now you don't have moves, right. As for you, we can't retrain here, but you know what, since we can breathe a little easier, begin recruiting an additional trieme. Keep upping our naval game here. Right, as for you, Bodmal Cart, get rid of Admiral Numerius. He may be carrying something. I'm pretty sure he is carrying something, apart from just general Roman diseases, but there we go, he's away. Right, and as for you two, can you two merge up, or is that just not going to happen? It's just not going to happen, is it? No, right. If you could just move, Giskin, tell you what, you go dock at Thapsus for a little bit. And you, Ribadi, I want you over here, because Carthage is going to provide you with additional troops. Let's just see what we have at the minute. We've got Balshilek himself, we've got some Poenes, we've got 2 slingers, and we've got some elephants. What else we could provide from here includes some Iberians, some Libyans, so take these guys. It's not enough though, we need Sacred Band, and we do have them inbound. So Captain Theopropides, when you arrive, I want you to board up with Ribaldi or Ribadi or whatever we're going to call him today. And then we're going to set off for Sicily. That will be a good enough attack for us, and we're producing additional troops in Sirte as well to help out, so all is good there. Right. Other things to do. Did Egypt do anything today, by the way? No, they didn't. They're still just hanging around being clueless. Good. Keep advancing on him. It's only a 29% chance to wipe him, but it's a start, right? And you just keep position here, really. But then again, maybe I don't need you here right now. Go watch Cyrene. I want it to be observed over there as well. And you got a trait increase, good for you, right? These are the 2 spots we need to watch for now. Okay, what else can we do? Apart from cough. Well, we need to get things moving. Looks like some Roman diplomats are in the area, by the way, hoping to potentially strike a peace deal with me. That's not going to happen. While I am usually willing to accept their usual offer of 5,000 denarii, since I'm currently laying siege to Alicia, it's not going to happen because I don't want to break that siege. I need it to go all the way through for now. And the Julii are still somehow clinging to life, by the way, with a family member. And so the Scipii. Can you just go south and see what the hell the Scipii have left? Because they must have next to nothing now that I just sank their army. Right, Segesta, we have retrained here already. We are just waiting on our army barracks, which will be ready within a turn, so that is cool. I am tempted to go on out and pick up some mercenaries over there, might be useful to my plans, but before we do that, right, what have we got here? We've got additional Poennies and plenty of Spanish mercenaries and Sacred Band cavalry. The Sacred Band cavalry are quite depleted, so I want, right, Yuppan, you had to take both onagers, long shields, take all these Poennies, take 3 slingers, more cavalry, take 2 units of Iberians, and sync up with Captain Daniel. Well, he's come here. Now you may merge with Daniel, and hello there, assassin, who is planning to ruin my day. And there we go, full-on army. Advance on Mediterranean, please. And Masilla, I will try and cure your sulking, don't worry about it. Right. But that assassin's probably going to wander around. Well, he's going to worry me, but he's probably just going to follow me now, because he's just there to be a pain in my ass. Right, there we go. We're just going to recruit a bunch of peasants here as well. But try and make the first unit we recruit a fresh unit of Poennies, please. There we go. And that's pretty much us out of money for this turn. But there's still some fighting to do. Don't worry. Main bit of fighting we're going to do is we're going to fight some rebels, which sounds thrilling, but unfortunately we have to do it. Right. Take down Captain Hannibal, please. And make sure you do it painfully. Or not painfully. Well, painfully is always more fun, really. I mean, I have lots of slingers to throw stones at them with, so, you know, that sounds more fun, doesn't it? Right, get in there and finish the job now. All these... God damn it! It's always with... On the next turn you'll do things, isn't it, Admentus? Right, well, keep chasing him, but this is starting to take too long. And I am still wary that there are Egyptians in the area. Right. Let's see who else can move before this turn is through then, because I feel like we're going to go a turn without a battle, which... gives me the impression that something hasn't gone right. Well, we're going to keep holding at Alicia. I'm not going to move in and siege it. I'll just hold it for now. I'd rather just not shed blood at all, really, with this city. Let's just camp. Yuppan, he's on the move now. Segesta, we're holding position. Lillibane, we're holding position. Yeah, we're just really holding position. I mean, we're just waiting for additional troops to arrive at Carthage, and then we'll be deploying our next army. So, yes, I guess we shall go to the next turn. Actually, no. There's one unit I want to recruit. Lugdunum, produce a new diplomat for me. I wish to speak with our allies in Greece. It's high time they paid up for me keeping the Julii out of their hair. So, see that they give me money. So it looks like the Julii are going to get diplomatic with me, and it looks like they are preparing their next counter-attack in the form of Captain Caneus, so I will welcome his attack as I will swat it away. We have made a little bit of money, by the way, this turn. Our most advanced factions bounced back to Egypt, as it always does. Faction announcements, by the way, Balhano is now ready to join us, and Vetius Sornites gained a silk merchant, and Tydides Gisco has a wise man. That's useful for him. Anyway, Balhano is teetotal, flexible and unusual, and he's a governor. Guess what? There's a lovely little town in Sicily, or possibly Parma, that I'd like you... Well, Corrales, really. I'd like you to keep an eye on. So, and by the way, hello there, every navy in the world, just coming over to say hello. None of you are carrying, are you? No, not that we know of. Right. Right, you. You're going to come to port, and you... Oh, this... Blair, where am I going to put you? What am I going to do with you? Milkerton. Go scare off Admiral Quintus, please. I know you're only one triene, but you'll be useful anyway. Just do what you can, 'cause you've got help. Thank you very much. Don't sink him though, because obviously that won't happen. Okay, Bodnal Cat, if you could just chill here. I've got a plan for you. I want you to pick up our new guy. Oh god, what is it with the green hats? Right, take Balhano. I doubt you'll dock him this turn, because I just know it won't happen, because I'm not even going to try. But next turn, he will move and he will begin governing Corrales, because Corrales could use a governor just to give it that push. By the way, Leptis Magna has established this awesome temple to Baal, so we will retrain our Sacred Band and recruit an additional one. And then we're just in repairs for this turn, so we'll see if there's any other... Oh, by the way, more rebels have rocked up. Captain Fero's in the area now. Recruitment report, by the way. Numantia, some peasants. Tinky, some Sacred Band. Serta, some Sacred Band. Masilla, some Poenes. Coralis, a new trieme. And so on and so forth. Right, brilliant. Ha 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 ha. By the way, hello, pirates. Want to blockade Rome with me? Or at least have some long shield cavalry that are a general disappointment to me, but they're just going to stay there and actually, you know what? Oh, I can't disband units at sea. Oh well, I tried. Right. By the way, hello rebels who are in the way. Captain Vortigern. Do you really need to come and do banditry in the Alps now? Because I am in the middle of trying to attack the enemy, right? Oh, you're kidding me. Is it really going to have to be... Fuck you. That is annoying, like genuinely really annoying, that. God bloody damn it. Right, fine. Thank you for delaying my attack, but you better double time it to Mediolanium now. That is fucking stupid, that stupid bloody rebels turning up where the hell they like, right. Segesta, you need to just hold yourselves, steel yourselves, and just prepare for an incoming assault. I think you will be more than capable of dealing with it as it comes. New diplomat is ready, by the way, I should assume. I hope he is. This is my Tony Sornites. Obviously not a relation to our current Sornites guy. He likes to wear big red cloaks. Right.
Awaiting your command.
Please make your way into the Greek areas and chat with them, please. So just go over there and do what you can. Or, you know, come on, get moving. We need to have a brief discussion with them. Right. What else may we do this turn? Well, one thing we may do is, well, where are you up to, by the way? Captain Theopopides, 2 turns away. Good. Keep it up. Right. I wish for my forces at Lillibane to go and meet the enemy. I also wish for these Sacred Band too. Should I sink these Sacred? No, I'm going to keep... I know this unit shouldn't be depleted, but I'm going to keep him depleted for now. He's got experience now. I'd like to keep that experience. Oh, no. Reduce him to 1. The experience is pooled out anyway, and disband him for now. We have additional Sacred Band who will be arriving shortly anyway. I want to retrain your men after that final rebellion, and then next turn we shall move out to meet the enemy on the field. You could also begin working on a foundry, by the way, but not really because we're not queuing buildings, but you know, a foundry should be in the pipeline for that area. Right, as for you, Milk Hiram. Go to Segesta, you can dock up there and we'll repair and retrain you there, or at least we can't right now because a dock ain't good enough, but I don't have time to build you a ship right at the minute, so I'll have to wait. Right. Meanwhile, Micah turn, you're here. Bodnalcar, did I move you this turn? Yes, I did, so that's not happening right now. Not while you don't have moves available. Once more, my short-term memory doesn't exist, does it? Right. Meanwhile, over here. By the way, how are we doing up there? They're not showing any signs of movement, and they're down to 7. Could. 7 turns to go. Right, you. Please kill him this turn. I'm not playing cat and mouse forever. Right, this time, Hannibal, you're going down. Right. See that he is eliminated, and make a good and efficient job out of it, because this has taken too long for you to reach him now. This was supposed to be my warm-up battle, and it actually still is, so, yeah. You got lucky, Admentus, but you got to do this quickly because, you know, you never know when the Egyptians might be imminently about to attack us again, so see that you do this with maximum efficiency, i.e. slingers first, then we move in for the engagement. We'll see how mighty the enemy is as they fall in battle, but they're not mighty at all.
Now is the time for battle. Pull on your armor, grasp your shield and take up the blade. For our enemies, the sun has risen for the last time! Soldiers, prepare to defend yourselves!
But we're not defending ourselves, we're just attacking. They should be defending themselves, but they won't. Anyway, right. Slingers, front line, you know what you're up to. Right, Poenes, secondary line. You should also know what you've got to do. Elephants, here. Once there's no javelins left, you can move in. Cavalry, you also know what you should be doing. Right. You've all got a function, men. See that you fulfill it. Okay, so we need to eliminate those javelins as soon as possible. The enemy is trying to move down. I'm not sure if they're coming to meet me or if they're just going to try and make a line. I suspect they're just trying to make a new line. Anyway, slingers, get ready. You never know what the enemy's up to. But it looks like they are just going to make a line. That's okay. Poennies, we'll make our line here. Cavalry, prepare yourselves and line up here. But it looks like those... I don't know, those are the Siberians. Where are those skirmishers? Right now they're just there and they're waiting for something to do. Elephants, we'll move you in soon, but looks like some Iberian infantry might be a little bit too brawled for their own good. Oh well. If they want to be bold, allow them to get a face full of stones. Oh yes. We'll see that they're eliminated. Unless they just want to go for the elephants. No, wait. They've just learned their lesson, because, right, stone them, lads. Well done, idiots. Right. Slingers, keep up the momentum. I want to move in, make your line here where they've just all gone and died, and then we're going to keep hitting them. Poennies, I want you to be just behind that, please, and then everyone else knows where they need to be. Elephants, I want those skirmishers pinned down before I bring you into this fight. Still, have you learned your lesson there, you stupid idiots? I doubt it, but either way, the skirmishers are coming in to say hello now. May have to exchange some volleys. Okay. Slingers, loosen up your formation and then come in. But either way, start targeting them. Poennies, line up behind them for now. We'll take them out. It's alright. We're better. I mean, there we go. Stones to the faces. And that's scared them off. Okay. Skirmishers, slingers, get back. We've got cavalry incoming. Well, I said get back and they just completely didn't listen, but okay, that's just my life there. Either way, they have just crashed into my Poennies and they've just realised that it's not going to work. I mean, it's round shield cavalry.
The general is the perfect enemy. The general has been killed. Now we will see the measure of his soldiers' courage.
Good job, lads. Right. Skirmishers, reassume your position and get ready to do what you need to do. And I do mean slingers when I say skirmishers. Just ignore me when I'm getting unit names wrong, because it just means that I'm just being me. Elephants, you can move in a little closer if you want, but just not too close for now. Cavalry is out of here. We'll let him go for now. His life is forfeit anyway. Slingers, open fire.
Unit, march!
Good mix of stones go everywhere, and I see many new dead bodies lying on the floor now. And they shall stay there forever and let the buzzards and carrions and vultures and all the other lovely birds of the desert just pick at their bones and their flesh and whatever remains of it. Cavalry, by the way, I see lots of lovely skirmishers out there who look a little bit isolated. Begin moving in, though the enemy may suspect what I'm up to. Right, skirmishers, get out of there, please. Poennies, you stay where you are and you engage. Right, you Poennies as well, get in there and engage. Skirmisher, right, that Iberian infantry is considering being defensive, but they're not really, right? And, oh, by the way, they just ran off. I was actually just about to bring the elephants in to help, but okay, whatever. Cavalry's returned, though, to say hello, so hello, cavalry. Okay, Poennies, reorganise yourselves, and that's the skirmishers gone down, by the way, so that means elephants, you are cleared for entry, so just get in there and finish this now. Skirmisher, slingers, you've done good today, but you need not do any more today. This is now on the elephants to do. Once more, do go through and batter my own lines, but oh well, I'm just unsensible. Right, those skirmishes are history, by the way, so thank you, cavalry, for doing that. Elephants, just target those Iberians. You guys move in and finish off the rest of the Iberians. By the way, boom, 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 boom. They just got absolutely ploughed into oblivion there. Somehow the morale didn't go down in one go, though, but it near enough did. My cavalry, by the way, has chased off whatever is left of the enemy cavalry. It's just, well, I haven't chased it all off, but you know what I mean. Okay, elephants, keep the momentum up. Just keep hitting everything you can. Those skirmishers, by the way, they're non-existent now. They just all died. Just got absolutely wrecked. Finish them off, come on.
Men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
I didn't chase these guys across the desert for like 3 turns just to do half a job. We've got to do the full job. See if they're all dead. Come on, get to it, lads. You know what you're up to, don't you? There we go. Off he flies. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. See that these guys also get eliminated. We're in Grand National camera here. Boom, 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 boom. All of them getting lovely stabbed and killed. I think you just about annihilated that unit in one go there. One lovely fell sweep. I mean, I think there's just one guy left. Good job, cavalry. Good job. You're restoring my faith in you now. Because actually, I don't think any of you even died, which is actually a big new thing for them. Right. Elephants, call it a day. Let the general finish this one off now. Adamentus, let's chase these guys down. We may as well let him have his fun now. But the elephants also need to have their fun, and as you can see, they are having quite a bit of fun.
Victory is sweet indeed, and all the sweeter for being so decisive.
Oh yes, the decisive victories are the sweetest victories. And also because, yeah, the enemy got absolutely schlonked. You did well, Adamentus. And to those that flee comes neither power or glory, which means rebels never get any of that stuff, do they? Well done, Admentus. Begin making your way back to Lepsis Magna, but make sure to beat up Captain Theo on your way. You are heading towards Thapsus by the way, like you should be. Right! Let's see what else we can do this turn before we end it, but we still have a lot of money to spend and play with. Carthage, we need to be recruiting an additional army. Our Huron Bull is going to stay around, but Caelius the Conqueror, I know he's getting on in age, but he wants to get out and do something. Also improve the temple to Baal. Begin working on the big daddy of units. I want a unit of armoured elephants ready for a campaign in Thapsus as well. Prepare some sacred band and also retrain your navy. And in terms of construction, I am tempted to go for some epic stone walls if I'm honest. Just in case. It's a security thing. Mainly because you never know, if things do go wrong against certain Egyptian people, then we do have that extra layer of security. Okay, Parma, you're up to something good by the way. Corralis, we need you to be recruiting, so let's begin recruiting some additional Libyan spearmen. Right, Massilla. Could work for Academy, but we don't want to. I'm going to switch on to a growth build policy just to try and keep public order on the upswing, but it isn't really doing a lot for us. Lugdunum, you know what you're up to as well, but we can also continue to recruit additional Poenes. Lemonum, not really worth doing much recruitment unless you do want to get another unit of Iberian infantry, then so be it. And Condate Redonum, nothing to do with you, so just keep it up. Oscar, you need to also... Oscar's a turn away from beginning to produce Sacred Band for me, and so they're done. And as for Scalabus and Asturica, let's see what's up with them. No good happiness buildings left to do here as it stands, so you shall just recruit another 1,000,000 peasants. There we go, it's actually just one peasant to keep this area in check. As for Asturica, I think they're just gripey because they're waiting for the Councillor's Chambers to complete, so we'll just let that one slide for now. Corduba, by the way, you're recruiting. Carthago Nova, I want you recruiting. I want all cities contributing to my new army, which we're raising here, because I want to get it up and running as soon as possible. Okay, so that leaves us with 3,000 denarii left to spend, so I say we recruit an additional unit of Libyan spearmen here, just then we've got 2 units of Libyan spearmen. These guys are still somewhat useful to me. Nothing to do in Arbo Martius really with money. Certa, you're not doing anything, we need you to be doing something. Extra unit of Sacred Band, please, and then we'll work on some elephants in the future. Tingy, you're not recruiting either. We need even more Sacred Band out of you, because, you know, I just like getting these Sacred Band and constant supply is very useful to me. And over here, another unit of Long Shield Cavalry, please. Right, there we go. Everyone's doing something now, so there's no more battles to fight, unfortunately, this turn, so we're going to have to go to the next one and see if the enemy will provide us with one. Or we'll just provide ourselves with one. Either way, let us proceed. Right, looks like the Egyptians are up to much fun. Nothing came of that assassination attempt. Right, first things first, I just have Gisco. I have a Gisco in the family, but I guess if another wants to marry in and be a commander, then let him join for now. Assassin, yeah, he didn't really get it right, but it's alright, it's not the end of the world for him. What's your skill like at the minute? You're alright, but yeah, you really could have done that one a bit better. What's your chance of wiping him now? 11, right.
He's dead. He's dead.
Go and practice on Captain Balshilek, and then we can have a look and see if there's anyone else for you to attack. Oh, you could just go and die. Well done. Didn't even know that. These guys had bodyguards. Right, you, back in the city and keep watching. Good, right. Path blocked, by the way. This guy, he has his path blocked. And as we can tell, there's not much... I mean, it's literally him. Spurious skill love. I hope you have no kid Spurious, by the way, because I just want you dead. It's only a 14% chance to finish him, though. Just work on the urban barracks, just for your... Let's just keep setting fire to other people's barracks' trick, because that always works for me. Right, so yeah, that was a success. Right, what else can we do this turn? And by the way, oh, hello, a Julii family member. I guess those things do still exist. Canaeus Cicero. Actually, I think he was just a captain. I guess we're making a desperate promotion. Right, oh well, whatever. Right, end of turn report, by the way. We have money. Well, actually, we don't. We're losing money. That's not good. Most advanced faction, however, is me. Faction announcers, Himmel Cartoonist now has a herbalist. Kermian the Lewd has a torturer. Great, now we know what kind of ludity he's into. And Himmel Cartoonist also gained a tax farmer. That's also useful. Construction report stands at Carthago Nova now has a secret police HQ, which seems to be making the area a little happier. It looks like we don't have access to the network yet, but we could increase the dockyards for additional trade. That would be most useful to us, because we do need to try and raise extra money into the area. And actually, go for a grand bazaar. Go for a grand bazaar. We need to keep the trade up. Lamonum has completed its large temple to Tanit. We can't go up to the next level yet, but we can improve the barracks, and that'll give us access to Libyan spearmen in the area. That's always extra useful for us as well. Asturica completed a councillor's chambers, but still finds itself suffering, so we'll max out the temple, and we'll just go for the good old unit of peasants spamming. There we go. Right. And Oscar finished its temple to Baal. Brilliant. Begin working on your first unit of Sacred Band. Welcome to the big leagues, by the way, Oscar. Never thought I'd be saying that, but welcome to the big leagues. Lillebeam has its execution square up and running, and we are pretty much good to go in Lillebeam, though it looks like the Brutii are also good to go in here. And they're sending a big army to deal with me. Just lucky I have a big army of my own about to come over, and also they're sending all their navy out as well to, well, get in the way, really. That's really all Brutii navies are capable of. They're all little navies, though, so we should be able to just bat them away. But Theopropides, dock up, and I want you over in Lillebeam, dropping your troops off. Bodnilcar, just try and swat some enemies away, please. There we go, that's making life easier for me. Right. Oh, to deposit your troops on the shores. Well, then again, we need intel on what's over there. Do I have a spy on board? No, I don't. Do I have a spy in here? No, I don't. Right. I don't exactly find myself keen on the idea of attacking armies that I have no idea about. I feel like I would prefer the enemy to come to me. Everybody, dock your men here. We're going to establish an encampment, and we'll see what the Brutii are up to. But either way, I have an extra army on the shores now. So for now, I want you to... Can't really afford to put up a fort. But then again, what's mercenaries? Oh, hoplites. Get some hoplites in the army. 2 units of peltas would be cool as well. But for now, just get the hoplites. Right. I want you to set up over here. We can't do a fort, unfortunately, but it's alright. Within range of our city. We'll see what the Brutii do. Right, recruitment report, by the way. Parma now has a quinquereme, which is really good. It's also a Carthago Nova producing Libyan spearmen, Lamonum some Iberian infantry, Corduba some Sacred Band. So Carthago Nova, could you just send your Libyans over to Corduba and do it properly, please? There we go, thank you very much. Numantia some peasants, Oscar some long shield cavalry, so I'll dispatch those guys. down to... Actually, no, I won't dispatch them down to Cordoba. They can wait for the army to arrive at their doorstep. Actually, I might just relocate my army building efforts up to Oscar. That would make more sense, really. Massilia some peasants, Dimidi some long shield cavalry, Corralis some Libyan spearmen, Lugdunum some Poenes. And then we're just really in a retraining zone, so there we go. Marriage celebrations. Adsvagisco has joined the family. He's currently in Dimidi, which is undergoing a bit of unrest. So we'll retrain the bodyguard, and that seems to be all we can do right now. But we'll have a new temple set up in a turn, so that's good, that's good. Right, anyway, movement. Right, first things first, he needs to be getting rid of, so I'm sending some troops out, except I don't have a lot of troops, but send some Poenes. What do I have camped out in the fort right now? Iberians, right. Prepare me a unit of slingers, if I have them. I don't. That's crap. Why do I not have access to slingers? What level of archery range are we running off here? We have a catapult range, so why the fuck do we not have slingers? Am I being blind? Or can we just not recruit slingers here? Oh no, there we are. I am being blind, right. Produce some slingers, and we'll deal with him in about a turn's time. Yuppan, keep moving as fast as you can. You also keep moving as fast as you can. I want you up and running as soon as possible. Right, you're preparing to hold out against an incoming enemy army. Retrain your Poenes, however, to improve them, because we do have access now to the city barracks. So we are also, well, actually the army barracks, so we are also going to recruit an additional unit of Poenes to keep the peace. We're also now beginning to establish our temple to Baal, so we'll start recruiting Sacred Band on the enemy doorstep. Massilia, I keep thinking we have something to build here, but we never have anything to build here. We are now 6 turns away from the enemy city surrendering as well, so everything is now moving up in nice designs. Right, Corralis. We're not recruiting at the minute, and we should be. Continue your naval recruitment plans. We need more navies. Bodnulkar, I want you to return to your docks, and I want you to be retrained. And as for you, Milkayaturn, you're in a crap-ass position, but you can try.
Make ready for combat.
And he succeeded, and he actually sank an enemy navy as well. That makes my life even better. Right, what do we know about that one, by the way? Have a crack at it. Alright, still more or less in my favour. And we lost.
Withdraw.
Once more, I will never understand naval combat in this game, but Gisken, throw your Quinquerim in there and see how many enemies you can wipe out. Still in our favour, more or less. 6-5. Perfect! Sunk. Runs away, and I think the rest just ran away. I don't know, right. Either way, that's that little annoyance cleared up there. Right. So we're going to have to await the Brutii's move, which is never really the best tactic in the world, or never the most fun tactic, but either way, I wish to see what they get up to. Admentus, by the way, advance on Captain Fira, but you're not going to make it because you are just fucking lazy. You are moving up on Thapsus. Who else needs to be doing stuff? Right. Tingy, where are we at with producing an army? We're getting close. Right. Serta, we're 2 units away from being able to send out your next load of troops. Parma, more Poenes. And I'm going to relocate troop building stuff. So you know what? You turn around and head to Oscar. You take Mutinas, take your Sacred Band and cavalry, begin making your way to Oscar. They will have troops ready for you. Cordoba, I know you're sulking, but guess what? You get to also contribute. Begin recruiting Sacred Band cavalry. And then, I don't know, recruit 1 million peasants on the back of that, because this town just loves to hate me, right? And that's all the money gone now, so I think we already are in that position where we are just going to move up to another turn. Admiral Abidus, I want you to try and take out Admiral Valerius. See if you can do that. Good, good, good. Just going to keep that enemy navy crumbling. Right. Let's proceed to the next turn once more now, and I want to observe the Brutii. I want to see how their attack against us there proceeds while we wait for troops to arrive at Mediolanium. Ah, so you have come to greet me, Brutii, as I land on your shores. So the strength ratio is 5-7, which means Captain Lucius ain't messing about because he's bringing a lot. He's bringing the best cavalry, a lot of infantry, a lot of fucking artillery as well. Alright. Still, I did want a challenge. And he's delivering. Okay, Lucius. I'll take your wager. 5-7 strength ratio in his favour. I outnumber him slightly though. Nice loose formations should counter this foe. Let us see what we can do. Still, if we break his army here, I can sneak the garrison out of Lillebeum and into Messana. That's a good idea.
The smell worse than any camel is the enemy. Fear has unmanned them. Fear of you, oh brave warriors. Fear of you. There is no shame in being scared, but fear should never be your master. Now cheer, you noblest of men, and sound the advance!
Okay, troops, let's get ready. We've got a lot of enemies to take care of. First things first, elephants. Let's get you just sat there and out of the way. You can just be on the road to Lillebeum. That's what we want to be defending right now, our native lands. And there's the docks, by the way. We've got a lot of enemies incoming. And there's a big old mountain as well. Right, so how we're going to play it is we're going to have loose formations across the board. Now, we also do have access to a forest where we could potentially launch a few ambushes. But front line is going to be the slingers. So, slingers, I want you loosed up, and we're going to have one of you here on a curvy road. At least on this side of a curvy road, and then we're going to have the other one over here on this side of a curvy road. Now, what I'm thinking is, when we use a phalanx formation, it really is best if we have a nice big old bristling line of spears. But really, what we need is, we need to try and keep my troops spread out. So therefore, we can just be that little bit better. So, loose formation, So, as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm making two armies, so that way, when the enemy inevitably starts spamming artillery everywhere, my men are a little bit more spread out and therefore a little bit more prepared to deal with the enemy army. So, let's get into loose, put you in a phalanx, and there we go. So, if we do it like this, as you can see, and we can also try and extend it out into a three-line phalanx, what we're trying to do is, if we keep our troops spread out, I know while the artillery is going to flail around wildly, we're not going to go around hitting tightly packed things like the Julii were doing in the last battle of Segesta. So that is just my thinking, my method of madness. So my front line is going to be made up of Poenis and also the mercenary hoplites who can guard this flank. So let's get into a loose formation. There we go. So let's just get you set up like so. There we go. Sacred Band will be the rear line, so we'll have them and we will put them so like this. So while they're going to make a somewhat more solid line, but then again they're not. What we'll do is, you know, like how a bricklayer lays his bricks. That's how we're sort of doing it. So we're going to use these guys to fill up the gaps, and then when need be, we'll move them forward. It's a very unorthodox strategy we're going for here, but it could actually work. Libyan spearmen, by the way, loose formation. You are going to have your work cut out for you against that Praetorian cavalry. They are extremely tough. My regular cavalry won't stand a friggin' chance against them, but we'll do what we can. Ideally, I want to get the elephants in against the Praetorian cavalry. They will be the best chance of breaking them up. But that's not going to be easy. By the way, you lot, you are the front line. I'm going to group you up, so there we go. Iberian infantry as well. You know what? See those trees? Got a plan for you. Put you in a loose formation. Actually, no, we don't need to put you in a loose formation. We can put you in a tight formation. Hide there. And when the enemy gets engaged, boom, we'll run them out. Right. Meanwhile, cavalry, as in general, you're on your own. We'll have the long shields act independently. We'll have you just go where I see fit. Skirmishers, also put you in a loose formation. You're at the far back. You can provide javelin fire to whatever I see fit. Slingers, by the way, no skirmishing. You skirmish when I tell you to, but then again, I've never really known you to follow orders, so to be honest, I don't even know why I bother. And that's everyone lined up now. So as you can see, we've gone for a very loose formation to counteract the mass enemy artillery. Now there are a lot of counter-elephant units in play today, which is why the elephants are on the rear line. We need to get rid of the artillery, and we need to get rid of those incendiary pigs before the elephants can move in. Now I couldn't remember if there were any archer auxiliary in the mix, but I didn't notice any, so once the artillery's down, we can start bringing in the elephant to disrupt the mass infantry and the very heavy cavalry we'll be facing. Either way, this is a bit of an experimental strategy here. I've kind of just made it up on the spot, but that's the fun thing about experimenting. You never know what's going to happen, but if it works, you've just found yourself a new strategy. So let's see if I've just found myself a new strategy. Initiate the battle. Right, so the enemy is in number, and there are also a lot of Velite gladiators in the area. They're always fun to deal with, aren't they? And the onager is on the move. Don't even get to deal with an enemy captain, by the way, which is well, I mean, we do deal with an enemy captain. I mean, we don't get to have an enemy general. I mean, that's the most disappointing part about this battle, if I'm honest. Which unit is taking, what do we call it? By the way, have they already spotted my hiding troops? Are you guys cheating? Who's taking primacy? These guys. Just a unit of Praetorian cavalry. No general among them, though. Brutii I know better than to send their generals against me, because they always end up dying. Anyway, the Praetorian cavalry is moving in. They've spotted a Libyan spearman, and they're thinking, well, that's dinner. Right. Spears, prepare to engage. I want you in there, and I want you to basically, you know, we'll hit momentum with momentum, but hang on. There might be more to this than they're letting on. Prepare yourselves. They're either going for the Poennies or they're going for you. But they are going for the Poennies. Right, get in there and disrupt that cavalry. Sacred Band, be prepared to provide assistance, because they're going to do everything they can right now. Right, meanwhile over here, honestly, have they fucking rumbled me over there? I don't know. I mean, if they have spotted me, then I am sorry, I'm calling bullshit. They are using Game Genies, but right. Hoplites, change your formation. The enemy isn't very interested in using their artillery, by the way, but they've got everything moving in. Alright, slingers, I trust are slinging against whatever they can. Mercenaries, oh, right, the artillery is in play. By the way, well done, guys. I see a lot of dead Praetorian cavalry. Return to formation, right. Slingers are doing everything they can. Right, slingers, try and divert yourselves over here where you're a little bit more out of the way. You guys also try and divert yourselves, right. Iberian infantry didn't get spotted, but these guys are coming in to say hello. So right, mercenary hoplites, prepare to hold out. Sacred Band, get in there and help. Iberians, spring the surprise. Get in the back of them and just basically give them a big old golden hello in the bum. Right. Cavalry, we need to start moving around the side, so get moving. Just get around the side and prepare to help. We've got a lot of enemies right now crashing into our main line. And basically, Praetorian cavalry is doing everything they can to bog us up. So, I want my Sacred Band there and helping. Skirmishers, I want you there, and I want you trying to hit whatever you can. Artillery is just pounding us as hard as they can. Mercenary hoplites went down, so the Iberian infantry aren't going to last much longer. But you know what? It's a distraction while the Sacred Band get... Well, I say the Sacred Band are trying to get in position, but to be honest, they're not really making a good effort at it right now. We just lost a Libyan spearman on this front. And the long shield cavalry got bogged down against the enemy Praetorian cavalry as well, or legionary cavalry, or whatever cavalry. Right, you guys, I need you to try and do everything you can to hit that artillery. I don't know where the incendiary pigs are, but I need to bring these elephants into the game. They're actually over there right now. Right, elephants. We can safely hit the centre line without risking an attack from the pigs, so I want you to get there. General, hit those early legionaries as hard as you can. Right, what have we got over there? Slingers. Get in there and hit the enemy as hard as you can as well. General, try not to die, by the way. If you die, we're in a bad position. But right now, we are basically losing this battle. I offered the Brutii the bait, and they took it, and they knew it wasn't bait. Or at least they knew they were better than the bait. It's alright, though. This defeat is not the end of the world. The Brutii really did want to throw everything into this one, and they have. So... try and see if you can flank around and hit those incendiary pigs.
Now attack and break the will of his followers.
Because even then, all is not lost. We have actually just broken the generals, so that is always good news for us. Right, try and hit those legionary corps. We're still playing an extremely risky game with that onager still in the game. But look, hit those incendiary pigs, and we've got ourselves an advantage of some sort. Slingers are doing everything they can, but right now it's a mass rout. So right, pigs have done their thing. Let them berserk. Cavalry, hit the artillery. Elephants, you're on your own at this point, but because there's very little chance of escaping because we've got the enemy just running all over the place. I'm going to try and reform our lines. It seems this time my strategy didn't work, but you know what? If I hadn't tried the strategy, I wouldn't have known it didn't work. You never know. This could be a good strategy. Might just need some tweaking, that's all. I gave it a try. That's better than I can say for some people. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I have ventured and I have gained the knowledge that this strategy needs some work. Mainly because the Brutii really did chuck it all in, and also we are fighting some of the best, but we gave it a go. We gave it a go. And you know what? The elephants are doing a fucking good job today as well. They are really hitting. Right. We've got some other troops here as well. Iberian infantry did come back into it, but to be honest, they're not really going to have a great time of it. But you know what? If you guys really want to do it, do it. Still have an army in Lillibane waiting for the enemy as well, so we should be able to dispatch and deal with them. Okay, elephants, keep it up, by the way. Just keep it up. General, what are we up to right now? We've got these guys going down. Have to admit, General, you're not exactly as great in battle as I hoped you were, by the way. I mean, I'm not insulting you, but it sounds like I am. I mean, I'm not being harsh, but I've seen other of my generals have way more punch when they actually engage in combat. You are just not quite cutting your teeth in it. Right. Try and move up on those Principes. Just try and basically keep away from those Velite Gladiators. I don't want them hitting you. Right. Elephants did give up, by the way. They are now on the run. Don't really have a lot left that isn't on the run, if I'm honest. Right. Slingers, hit where you can. Sacred Band. We lost the Sacred Band. I was going to say turn them first, but we can't. Right. Iberians, you've got an enemy unit of legionaries inbound. You know what? Don't engage. Just get out. Get out. Let's not risk your life. Skirmishers are out of here, by the way, so we'll get those guys out of here. Slingers, call it a day, get out of here. Sacred Band as well, we've got some Sacred Band here ready to help out, but you know what, Sacred Band, call it a day, just get out of there as fast as you can. General's just bought you some time to escape as well, so be very thankful for your General for providing this opportunity for you to escape. But at the same time, your chances of escape are very limited. General, You bought your troops some time. Get out of there. I know you're still eager. I know your morale. I mean, your morale seems to be absolutely unshakable. Actually, I say that, and then he's already losing morale. But I want you out of there for your own safety now. Get out, and we'll regroup and rethink. Brutii clearly want to hold on to Sicily. You know, fair play. It is one of their few territories remaining, and I guess it is their capital headquarters, Doom Fortress Island. This is just the beginning of the campaign on Sicily. Could be a long and bloody campaign, but it's a campaign I will follow through with all my might, or I shall take this entire island and cover it in Carthaginian banners. Elephants, by the way, if you are going to retreat, try and retreat. You can rampage all over the enemy if you want, and I will not even hit the kill button because, to be honest, the only units you can hit at this point are Romans, so go for it. Still, it's a shame even when I'm routing, my units aren't bothering to fire. I mean, I like to just think it's the elephants who are on the run rather than anyone else, but oh well. You've won this round, Brutii. I'll tip my hat to you. It's not very often I do that, and I don't like tipping my hats to Romans, but you fought the fair fight and you out-strategied me this time. Just don't get too cocky, because I will be back to plunder all your territories and destroy what little holdings you have left, so don't get cocky.
Beaten, and even now the enemy must be plotting fresh atrocities.
We'll be back. However, I have lost a lot of my forces in that battle, but luckily at the same time the Brutii are wounded as well. The elephants did manage to come in and do a good one. I mean, it's very good that we managed to just squeeze in the elephants' charge at the last minute. And the Sacred Band, they did do their best. The Poenis, you know, some of them, they've given it a good go. The General, he gave it a go. The Slingers, they didn't really get much of an opportunity. Infantry didn't really do too well, though, and some of the Sacred Band just really didn't give it all 100%. In retrospect, I don't think that strategy I tried really worked. I think it was too wide and gave the enemy too many opportunities to just really throw it all at us, but at the same time, I was just wary of the artillery. They had quite a bit, but then again, the artillery didn't really do a lot in the end, so... But I can't set a precedent where I can just say, oh, sod it, the enemy has artillery, I'll just put everything in tight, because it never hits anything, because then it'll just start hitting things. We tried to counter the enemy, but they didn't really do... You know what I mean. Oh well. It's not a defeat where I'm angry. I know I can do better, and better I shall do.
Run for your lives! How the moves, great lord? We're under siege.
Okay, so the Brutii now lay siege to Lillibane, but that's not really the biggest of my... Well, it is the biggest of my concerns, but I can rise up and deal with that one. We shall return my other troops to Carthage for retraining and repurposing. But anyway, Tabnet Bernice, or Berenice, or whatever you want to call him, he has been offered to join the family. Join the family. He's young, he's got command. There'll be uses for him, and he's over here as well. So, we'll have you. So, and by the way, Brutii, don't get cocky, because I'm about to bring something even bigger and better into this battle. Retrain him and prepare him. Also prepare an additional unit of Poeni infantry. Right, settlement besieged, by the way. Right, we can deal with that one. How are we doing on this? Why do I check every turn, even though I know it's like just going down by 1 turn? 5 more turns and we have Alicia back in my rightful hands. End of turn report. Not doing well on money. Right, need to look into that. Egypt, yeah. Once more of a tennis racket of most advanced. Just bats about. Diplomat, by the way. Hello there, Numerius Nasika. I don't care about you. But when again... Oh wait, hang on, that's Rifus. Where's my diplomat then? I don't care about a random Thracian who looks like he really needs to wash himself, or... He looks like he's actually been hitting the sauce. Right, you.
Sire?
Keep moving.
Yes, my liege.
Get yourself up to that Greek city of unknown name that I can't remember. Anyway, Juba Volubis. The Volubis family continues to exist, by the way. Has aged up. Balhano got married. Himmelcar Tunis also got married. Juba also now has an aged retainer, which gives him all that useful and usual stuff. And Vetius Sornitas has a master's assist. Right, Juba, where are you at? You're also in Carthage. Bloody hell, it's a party over here, isn't it? Right. However, your stats aren't as good, and you look like a certain character off Stronghold who I enjoy punching in the face if he existed in real life. He's lazy, extravagant, but he knows logistics, which gives him extra morale. I may have use for you on Sicily. However, for now, you will wait your turn. There are other better people I'd rather have engaging in battle. Construction report, by the way, stands at public baths being completed in Parma. Dimidi completing its awesome temple to Tanit, so that is awesome. Begin working on irrigation to increase your food production, right. And in Parma, by the way, thank you for those public baths. Let's expand our crop rotation to try and get you up to the maximum city level. Corrales also completed its public baths. Work on... Actually, we don't need the execution square. Just keep plugging away at what you're doing right now. And Segesta completed its shrine to Milcat, so we'll upgrade to a temple to Milcat. Also, the Brutii, the Julii are coming over to say hello. Captain Publius is in the area with just 3 troops. You know what? We'll just bat him away, and then we'll do a Cnea Cicero, who isn't moving. However, that will be for the next time. But right now, Parma has Poenis, Numantia has peasants, Carthage some armoured elephants, Asturica some peasants, Tinky some sacred band, Certus some sacred band, Massila some slingers, Corralis a triune, Thapsus some sacred band, Lepsis Magnus some sacred band, Segesta some Poenis, and then we're in the retraining zone. Right, cool. And marriage celebrations, by the way, taking place in between Tabernet Bernice and Feruza. All good, all is happy, right. You will continue moving in, by the way, and we now find ourselves 2 turns away from launching our attack on Mediolanium again. But that is where we are going to call it an episode after I sink this random Julii bastard. Thank you, except he just runs away. Yeah, but that is actually where we are going to call it an episode for today, my friends, except, yeah... Oh, you couldn't do it this turn, oh well. Yeah, that is where we are going to call it an episode for this turn, for real. And by the way, Captain Lucius, he is the big guy who we'll have to deal with next. His army rampages on, however, it is weakened, and we shall deal with it accordingly. So what will happen on the next episode of Rome Total War? Well, I don't know, because I haven't played it or recorded it yet, but what will happen is... Fight at Lillibane, moving on Mediolanium, and the siege at Alicia continues, but no one really cares. All fun stuff, really. And Egypt continues to bum around and not do anything, even though I like to think they're a credible threat to me. Right now I'm just thinking... I think they just have nothing better to do in their lives right now except just fart around. Anyway, we'll see you on the next episode, my friends, for more Rome Total War. Have a fantastic evening.